That will be taken care by the attendance sheet, but still.
Like in this just this meet, like right
Mm,
now, what is the
okay.
number?
It's 102.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So, Aviral, please go ahead. It's all, the stage is all yours.
Okay. Okay. So hello everyone. Good evening to you all. I hope you all are doing great today. My name is Aviral Yadav, and I'll be your instructor for today's Git and GitHub workshop organized by STEMONEF-COMMUNITY. So a little bit about STEMONEF-COMMUNITY. So I'd like to quickly introduce you to our club. So STEMONEF-COMMUNITY is a club for STEM enthusiasts, people who are passionate about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Our goal is simple: to learn, share, and grow together. We have conducted many events such as web development workshops or Hangouts events, and also some interhouses sessions like this before. And these all these interactive activities to help a member build practical skills and connect with like-minded peers. So I thank you all to attending today's session. Okay. So I'm really excited to share this powerful tool that is Git, and it's essential skill for developer. So whether you are working on a personal project or contributing to large scale software development, it is quite necessary for all you guys. So yeah, Git and GitHub. So the first question that comes to our mind: why learn Git and GitHub? Before we start, we all have such questions like, you would have worked on projects. Aman, could you please close your microphone? Yeah, thank you. So you all would have worked on projects where you would have lost progress because of you forgot to save it or made mistakes, you couldn't go back, or maybe you would have collaborated with someone and struggled to keep up with the changes. So here comes the Git part of it. It helps us in tracking the changes within your code efficiently. And GitHub is like a storage device. For example, you can compare it to that of G Drive, Google Drive, and it enables easy sharing and collaboration. And both are widely used in software development and open source projects. So, yeah, for example, if I were to elaborate on Git a little bit, imagine like you are playing a game, okay, and within a game you have these save slots. If you would have played it, and in all these save slot, whenever you will save the game, it will create a slot and will be available there for you to go and check on later. So this if you turn it into a program, like here we have save slots. So if you were to use such a system in programming, for example, in modern coding, so we call this as version control system. What version control system does is tracks changes within your code. Whatever changes you have, so okay, that's fine. So that is what we call as version control. And the Git that we use today is called as distributed version control. What I mean by distributed is that whenever you will use Git, it will be distributed equally within the different participants that are participating. For example, on a project, there are 10 people collaborating with the help of Git. So all these people will have a full copy of this version control system within themselves, so they can edit it, improve it for however they like it, as it allows multiple developers to collaborate efficiently uh, by managing code versions and tracking modifications and enabling rollback if needed. Okay, so let's first start with the installation process of Git. Just a second, guys, let me share this screen. Okay, so is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, it's
Yes,
visible.
it's visible.
Yes. Okay, great. So just guys go on whatever browser you use. It's a website called gitscm.com, or you will just type git scm and downloads. You will be redirected to this page. Just guys, do it with me. And yep, as you reach this website and open the downloads page, click on Windows or Mac OS or Linux, whichever version that you use. Go on Windows, and click on here. You have this page, download here. Just click on this button which is available to it and version. Click here to download. Okay, it will start the download process. Since I've already downloaded it, so I won't again. And it's just like a game that you install within your program. Just open the installer and you will redirect it to multiple steps that you can go. After you have done all such step, if you are on Windows, you can use Git Bash. Okay, it will come on your Windows, or you can just use a search bar to get into it. Or if you are using Mac or such system, just a second. Yeah, so if you're using Mac or if you're using Mac, you can go to Hebrew or just go to terminal and you can see your progress within. So first, to check if our Git is perfectly installed, we just go to this simple step, which is Git minus and just check the version to check if that is installed within your system. So yep, as you can see that here the option come of Git version. This is the version and this is the Windows. Till now, are you guys with me?
Aviral, just increase the size of terminal.
Okay. Okay, is this enough? I hope that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Yep, so like till now, is it clear? Like just open Git Bash and installation process of it. Okay, that's good. Now, just if you would have done till now, just you have to use a few steps, which is associating the username and the user email that you have created your GitHub account. Okay, let's just see a quick creation of a GitHub account. Okay, so I've opened the GitHub incognito window, just GitHub. Okay, so here you can just see all these options, just sign up for GitHub. Okay, and you can use your email and then password and username and etc. and just create a GitHub account for yourself. Okay, it's just a simple step, so I hope I don't need to delve into it. Okay, is that part fine? Okay. Yeah, so once you are done with that, like creation of your GitHub, for example, I have this one here. So as you can see that there is a username associated to this and an email ID that I have associated with it. I'll just use it, to link that to my Git Bash file. You can do it by simply typing the command git config -- global. Now, if you have multiple, GitHub accounts, you can either use local. Okay, but if you have a single account and you don't want to, carry on with it for a long period of time, you can use global. Okay, I'm associating with global only. Then you just add the username that you want to have here. Okay, whichever username. I'm not writing it here. Just whichever new username you have created the account with, just use that and press enter. Okay, and after that, just the user email ID that you have used to access it. Okay, the username will be the first step. Okay, just write your username here, no issue. And yeah, as you can see that I've already associated with it, so my username already came. And git config minus global and user email. Okay, and yeah, this is the user email that I have done my work with. And to tell now, just guys, carry along with me. Just do as I do, so that you don't lag behind in any of these stuff. And yep, just as you have done all this within your git bash, just to check whether all these stuff are done, you just go for git config and minus minus list. Okay, it will return all your credentials, that is your username and your email id, okay, and other stuff, etc. Till now, is it clear? Okay, this was just the installation part of Git and the creation of GitHub. Now let's move to the code part. I'll just create a folder over here. Okay, so I'm just opening it with code. Okay, so as you can see that it's an empty folder. There's nothing there. Okay, and let's go to our GitHub account. Okay, let me just, guys, take you through all this stuff. What is the GitHub and what are the stuff there? So as you can see that there are multiple options, just overview, repository, projects, packages and starts, etc. So all the repositories, that is the directories. Repositories, you can say that are just like the folders. It's a term that Git has coined for the folders that are associated within GitHub. So if you ever get lost within your new GitHub,
Aviral, please go slow a bit.
Mhm.
Okay, please go slow.
Okay.
Like it's a recommendation from the chat, so please.
Okay. Okay, guys. So let me just do it again. So yep, as you go to github.com and you have created an account on GitHub, on this side will come all your repositories that you have created. Repositories are equivalent to folders. Okay, like in the file manager, if I just open a file manager, and as you can see that there are multiple folders here. Okay, so a term in GitHub is coined for these folders, which is called repositories or repo. Repo is a short form of repository that we use in GitHub. Okay, and just to check all these stuff that we have here, we can just go click on this icon, which shows our profile pic or whatever you say that, and all the options would come down there. You just click on your profile. Okay, and will open the your profile page associated with it. Here you will see the contributions that you have made. The brighter is it, the more the contribution you have made, and after that your activities that you have done. And yep, you can create intro for yourself as well. And yep, that's the stuff. For if you ever get lost on your GitHub account, just click on this icon that comes here. Okay, and from there you can just go to your profile, and if you want to navigate through your repositories, just click on this button, repositories. Okay, and all your repositories that you have, for example, this Python Jax, Electron framework, books, and yep, all these repositories of mine came down here, and I can just click on any one of this and it will open that. Okay, with all the commands and lines and etc. out there. I hope that is clear to you. No issues on that. Or do I need to slow down the pace a little bit more, or is it fine? Okay.
Fine, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so on GitHub there are more options. You can just explore repositories down there. Okay, if you have created GitHub and all these features are done, you can just go to this option which is called explore repositories and explore more, and you have all these stuff that you can go through. There are topics that there are particular topics that you want to search about, like bootstrap you want to, or bots. There are trending topics as well, right? The trending repositories that are going on, as well as developers that are currently famous or being the top trend, the collections that the collections, that is the collection of the repository. Like for example, if I just open this learn to code, okay, you can see that it's a collection of repositories. Okay, and there are multiple repositories associated with a single name. Okay, yeah, GitHub also conducts events and sponsorships, so you can look into that later. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, as you can see that all your top repositories will be on the left side of your screen. You can show more to get all the repositories that is there. This is a button which is called new repository. For creation of a new repository, you can just click over here. Okay, and it's the creation page for your new repository. Repository means folder, so it's a creation for your new folder. Let's just name it as test. Okay, is it available? Yeah, it's available. And let's add a little bit description. GitHub. Okay, you can choose whether you want to make it public or private. Okay, private is like a private Instagram profile. It will be only be available to you or to few select you allow to, and then public. Okay, I'm currently doing it as public. Then comes the readme file. The readme file is a markdown file. If you would have learned about HTML, which is a markup language, it's a markdown language, and it's used just to describe about the project, show what is within your repository. Okay, and then you can just create a repository. .md. MD means markdown file. A new folder is created for us with a single file, which is a readme.md. MD means markdown file. Okay, and yep, here is the test and the name of and the test of repo. Let's just click on editing it. This you can see this button which is used for editing. I think it's visible to you guys, is it? Okay, that's great. You can just click on here and just edit it. Okay, for example, if I enter it and let's just say I will add instructor. Okay, and I just commit changes. Now what happens is that it doesn't automatically saves all these stuff. You have to commit it. Commit, for example, you first have to add what you want to change, or what you want to bring new into the already present stuff. Just for example, I'm putting instructor Aviral, and then you have to commit the changes. Here a message will pop up, update readme. You can change this message depending upon the whatever you want. For example, I can change it to my first commit. Okay, commit means promising forever. For example, you can associate to it as a relationship. For example, a person two people love each other, like they like each other, which is the first stage, which is what we call as adding or attraction towards each other. Second is marrying each other, okay, which is the lifelong commit towards each other. So the commit command that we have here works in a similar way. It is committing these changes within the file, so it acts as a screenshot. Okay, it acts as a screenshot, or you can say it acts as a save state on which you can go back again. For example, I'm naming it as my first commit. Okay, and if I'm later make any changes more, for example, let me just show you. I'm just saving it. Yeah, it's done, and you guys can see that it didn't come on the next line. It was just in the single line text. Okay, so that's because it's a markdown, not a txt file, or not any other of normal files. What you just need to do here is I probably think so most of you will be know a little bit about HTML, or because it was the part of a workshop that we conducted, so many of you would have known a little bit. Okay, HTML is also not a big deal. You can say that it's one of the easiest coding stuff that you can ever learn. So you guys can just go on YouTube and get a quick or a short class over that, and also on Namdapa our lectures are available, so you can just go through it. And let's just add a BR tag over here. which is used for line breaking. And again, let's commit changes. Okay, and let's say second commit. Okay, so you can see that the name of this changed to my second commit. For example, here the pop icon now shows second commit. Okay, my earlier commit was the first commit, and now is my second commit. Okay, so this is how you can check whether the current commit is going, or anyone has made any changes, and you can change it also. For example, as you can see that there's a new commit and the earlier ones are showing this. Okay, so you can just go back to the older versions so it doesn't create any issues for you guys. Okay, I hope that is clear. No one has issue in that. Main branch, I will explain it later. It's a part of branching and merging, so I'll explain it later. Okay,
Excuse me.
branching you. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, where we can verify that first commit and the second commit details.
Can you come back? Actually, your voice wasn't clear.
Basically, commit history.
After committing the changes,
Mm-hmm.
where we can find those, you showed it now that first commit, second commit details. Which option we need to take?
Just go on the commit. Okay, or I'll just show you with the help of Git. Okay, once I open it in the code editor, I will show you through it. It will be much more easier to navigate it. Okay, you will also be able to learn through Git, which will be much more easier. Okay. Yeah. So does anyone has any issue on this? I hope this part was clear on committing. Oh, great. So yeah. So now we are here on a empty folder that we have here. Okay, and yep. So what we now want to do is add our. I'll just open a new terminal here. Okay, and I want to just a second. Just a second, guys. Just a second.
I think there's some technical issue. Just wait for 2-3 minutes. Sorry for that inconvenience. If anyone, till then, if anyone has any doubt, you can just ask. And really sorry for that, guys. If you have any doubt, just go through, please.
Is initially after installing that Git, and we can verify that version. After that, we need to give the username, and
Mm-hmm.
the next one is I didn't observe that.
Okay.
I missed
Okay.
that.
Just okay. Just note that once Aviral is back, he'll show you like while doing that. Is that fine?
Okay, okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, while downloading this Git setup, it's showing me one option of add a Git bash profile to Windows terminal. Shall I
Sorry,
go?
sorry. Can you repeat that
Yep.
again,
Hello.
please?
While installing the Git SCM, it's showing me the option of add a Git bash profile to Windows terminal.
Uh-huh.
Should I go with
Okay.
that or should I not go with that? Means I don't know if it will be
Just
helpful or
click on
not.
that.
On
Just
it.
click on it.
Yeah, Govind, just click on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, Govind, acha, okay, no.
Avira,
Yeah,
is everything good?
yeah, you were saying something?
Yeah, it was just that. No.
Okay. So I think I should check all these checkboxes that will be good. Except this check daily for Git
No,
and
just
GitHub.
click on that. No, just click on that add one. Okay, the desktop icon, and just move next.
Okay.
Okay, and then continue to it.
Oh,
And yep, Kumar. Yes, there was no like a big prerequisite required for this session. If you if you wasn't able to like install Git, just it's a one-click step. Just go on the site and just download it. There's no much like a big thing. Just one click and that's all. And you can just then go with Aviral. I hope that's okay with you, Kumar.
yeah, so one more thing. Like
Yes.
it's doing the adjusting the name of the initial branch in new repositories. Let Git decide or override the default branch. What should I go with?
You can override the default branch to main.
Override. Okay. And it's showing main. So should I go with that?
Yeah, with main.
Oh.
With your doubt, please.
Yes, my name Tayamal. Yes, after installing that Git, you used two command lines, that is for username, and one more thing. Actually, I was missed that point. Parallelly, I
Okay,
was.
no issue. Okay, no issue.
Yeah.
Let me just
Yeah.
show you.
One more thing. Sorry for
So
disturbing,
you
but
are on Mac or Windows?
hello.
Windows only.
Windows. Okay. So for Windows, you just need to open Git Bash. Okay. Let me just increase the size. Okay. Just go for Git config minus. The first step was yeah. On which one you are using? Is it your first one, or you have multiple GitHub accounts?
Yes, I have two.
Hmm?
Yes, I have two accounts.
Okay. So if you want to, work on a single GitHub account for a long period of time, you can use global. Okay, and then your username. Okay, it's showing my username that I've linked to my profile.
Okay.
Then configure minus global user and email. Okay, so it will just link both of these, that is your GitHub username, and to the email account that is associated with that your username of your GitHub account. Just remember that don't give any random email. Give only that particular email that you have associated your GitHub account with. Okay, and just to check whether all these stuff are being established and your GitHub has been configured all along and is being set up, just go for git config minus. Okay, and yeah, as you can see that all the values are true and the query weight is false, and you can check your username and the email that you have associated. Once it's the same as you have given, yep, your use Git has been configured and it's done to move. Okay, is it clear?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah,
Can you tell me about the path environment as well?
you just need to click next. No particular path environment.
Okay, so like the recommended one, I should go with that.
Come again.
The recommended one, na? Like I should go with that.
Yeah, just go with the recommended one.
Okay. And like one more thing I wanted to ask, like you have used your student ID in this account. So is there some benefit because I have already created the account on GitHub, so I have used my personal ID.
Okay, so if you're using a student ID, okay, it does gives you student benefits to you. For example, let me just show you guys. Okay, it lets you access some of the free feature, the purchasable features that are available for free in the student ID. Okay,
Okay.
just you can see that I haven't linked that to the join GitHub education policy. So you can just, if you are using a student ID, you can just use GitHub education. But I won't actually recommend using a student ID because, after you pass the college or you graduate, eventually the college ID will stop. And if you would have created many repositories over your GitHub account, it will all just vanish, and so it will be issue for you yourself. So if you want some of the free features that will help you in the major project, do create another GitHub repository too with other of your personal account, and you can just share. You can just fork the repositories from that your current student ID to the personal account. But just let me
Yeah,
just show
okay.
you how to fork, guys. It's a really easy step.
And just one thing, if you're working on some good projects, just always make sure that you copy your data. If on the if you want to continue with a student ID, that's good, but make sure to make an account with your personal ID, which will be with you always. So keep the data with you always. Just an cautious move, and I hope Govind you understand that.
Okay. So guys, I've just opened someone's repository. You can just navigate through, exploring it, go on trending or explore topics, whichever you want. Or you can just search here. For example, let me just search Express.js. Okay, and you can see that a repository comes over here related to Express.js. And yep, it has all the datas and framework associated with it, so you can learn about it. What forking is that, for example, there are multiple repositories over, like repositories are like folders available on this GitHub is like a G drive or a file explorer. So you can just copy other people's folder for yourself and name within yourself. So this helps in forking. So you can just click on here, this option which is called fork. I hope it was visible to you guys. Let me just zoom it a little bit. Okay, here is the option called fork. Okay, you can see that already 1600 people have forked it. Just click on it. Okay, and you will be directed to this page, which is like creating a new repository. Okay, you are creating a new fork. You can change the name according to yourself. Okay, and you can check the availability also. And yep, just create fork, and you have this repository under your name. For example, yep, you can see that it's my DP, and the Express.js has been forked under my name. And if I do any changes in this repository now, it won't affect the original repository, which was by GitHub action walk. Okay, so this is the easy way to fork. And if you have created a student ID, you can fork its repositories to personal ID by this simple method. Okay, so that if you have made any kind of progress, you won't lose that, as well as you can take benefit of student account. Does that clear your doubt, Govind? Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so guys, I've just created a repository that I was telling you about, which was test, right? Okay, and yep, I've opened this folder that I created on my desktop, which was named Git. Okay, I've already installed Git on this device of mine. So what I'll do is that to bring that repository, to work that repository from my local system. Okay, the device you're working on is what you call as a local system, and this of the online stuff, which is called the GitHub account that is associated with it, it's called a remote. And when you want to link your particular repository from remote to that of local, you just go to here. I hope this is visible to you guys. Code, Just click on the drop down menu, and there is an option of HTTPS. Mostly people use SSH, but for beginners, let's just go for HTTPS. Just copy it and come back to the folder you have created. Okay, you guys just open a new terminal if you're using VSC or any other code editor that you prefer. I'll just use a command which is called git clone. And what git clone does is that it clones that repository that is available on the remote server to that of your local server and paste the link next to it. You can see that the cloning into test, and it has started the cloning, and all the jobs are being done one by one. Okay, is that clear to you? You can see that, guys, this new repository which was test came on my local computer, and also this readme file that was available there. Okay, till now is it clear? Any issues in that? If you guys have any issue, just you can say no, you can ask, no problem. Okay, I hope this is clear. Then let's move on now. Okay, so let's just start with some simple stuff. Let's say I add a few steps. For example, you got A plus, something like that. You can see that new stuff comes here, which is, it has been highlighted in some yellow orange color, and a sign of M came next to it. What M stands for is modified. Okay, you can check all these by using git status. Git status is a command that helps you check the status of your current repository or your current folder. Okay, before that, before going into that step, what you need to do is simply cd. What cd stands for is change directory. Directory stands for repository only. Directory is another word for repository. And go for test. I do all this folder. For example, you can see that where I was at C, user, OneDrive, desktop, and Git. I was at this folder. Okay, so you can say that if we go for an icon, the icon is on Git, not on the test repository that we are currently working on. So to move that icon from Git to test, we use cd test, which changes the directory from Git to test. Okay, it changes my icon or the movement of my what you call it, the mouse, simply from Git to that of cd, and just I press enter, you can see that a new, it just goes to the next folder that is available to it, which is test. Okay, and within it will be my readme files and other file available to us, and we can check what is happening. To check what is the status of my document, that is if I have made any changes or there are stuffs to add, we use git status. Okay, and as you can see that as I click on git status, it says modified readme. Okay, what modified readme stands for is that I have made some changes within my readme file that I have not added to the already present git file of mine. Okay, to add these changes, we use git add. Okay, what git add dot does is that it adds all the changes that you have done within the document to that of your GitHub. Just press on that, and you can see that once you add git add, you have made all the changes, and just check on git. And now, for example, if you as I explained earlier in the repository part to you guys, that whenever you add for example, let me just show you here
just Aviral, just please increase that window size, yes, so that it is visible properly.
Okay. So as earlier explained to you guys to commit stuff. Okay, what commit stands for is making a lasting promise to each other. Okay, so here it hasn't any kind of promise, it just got into a casual relationship which is called add. Okay, to make this commit, to make this particular promise, we use git commit. Okay, and then we use m, and simply what do you want to name the commit. For example, I named this commit as second commit. Okay, So what do you want to name this commit? I'll just say third commit. Okay, and press enter. Okay, so you can see one file is changed, one insertion, all the yellow orange stuff is now gone, and no M is available to us. You can also check the status by going git status. And you can see
Excuse,
that nothing to commit and working tree is clear. Okay,
excuse me,
so
Aviral.
yeah, Fleur.
Sorry for the interruption. Actually,
No,
yes, so while using Git status, I got the messages on branch main. Your branch is up to date with the origin. And main, nothing to commit. Working tree clean like that. I got message, but you got
yeah,
the modified readme dot like that now. But I
yeah.
didn't get that on.
Okay, that was because I modified changes. For example, this was my original file that was there in the README. I added this line. Okay, let me just increase the size. Okay, I hope it's visible. I
Okay.
added this new line to it. You got A plus, due to which it got modified, and that's why this line came off. You
Okay.
got a
You
modified content.
modified in VS Code environment. Huh?
Yeah, I modified in VS Code.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. So anyone else has any doubt regarding the commit and add process? That you first need to, if you have made any changes, for example, let me just do it again. I want to add, let's say I'm adding some gibberish stuff. Okay, and as you can see that it's again being highlighted, and M comes next to it. Okay, if I check the status of it again, get status, you can see that it shows me I have modified my readme file. Okay, and to add all these changes, I have modified just this on my local system. Remember that nothing has been moved to that of my remote system. Let me just show you guys. If I just reload this page, okay, and you can see that this is my readme file and nothing has changed. You are A plus, and nothing, just gibberish, nothing came on that. That is because I haven't pushed all these stuff that I have done on my local system to that of my remote system. Okay, let me again start with I've done with get status. I've added some gibberish. It's modified. Okay, let me just add this stuff. Git add, to add all the changes that you have done to your file. Just do git space dot. I've added this change. Let's commit it. Git commit minus M. Okay, I hope it's visible to you people. Okay, and yep, some message like gibberish. Okay, and yep, as you can see that, and again if I check status, you can see that nothing to commit. The working tree is clear. Okay, now if I do check again, you can let me just refresh it again, and you can see that no changes did come again. So why it's happening is because all these changes are being occurring on my local system. None of these changes have been pushed, or none of these changes have been moved to the remote server, which means the GitHub repository. Okay, to move that, we use a command which is called git push origin main. Main is actually the name of your this folder, this file. Okay, as you can see that its name is main. Okay, there could be multiple folders out there, multiple branches. I'll explain it later on. No issues, or no worry about it. And just let me enter it. As I do it, just wait, and you can see that enumerating 8 done, counting all the objects, and resolving data set, and it's all done. Okay, let me just move again to my GitHub repository. And you can see, let me just reload it, and yep, you can see that all this gibberish like you got A plus and blah 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 has been updated on my repository. Is it clear to you guys? Any questions regarding it? Just
Hello.
remember that.
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah. But instead of git push origin emails, if I do only git push, then what will happen?
Okay, so what git push origin main truly stands for is that git push, which means you are pushing your content from the origin to the main branch. Okay, main is actually the name of this branch within the repository. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, so main is actually the name of a branch which is available in this repository that we are currently working on. So if you just go for git push, it will create error because it won't push it directly to the main branch over there. You can use another command which is git push minus u origin. What this command simply does is that if you want to just work on this repository, let's just say you want to just work on this repository for a long period of time. There are multiple features that you want to add to it. There are multiple developers that are currently working to it. So in that case, you can just use git push minus the origin main, and after this step you can just use git push. Okay, like you can see that everything is up to date because I haven't made any changes. Let me just do something here, and let's just say okay, and let me just quickly add this. Okay, commit minus m and commit and just enter it. Okay, and the fifth commit, one file, two insertion, and let's check the git status. And yep, nothing to commit, working tree is clean. So let's just push it. So now here what I can do is just simply use git push. Okay, and you can see that no error key. If you just want to work on this particular repository, you can use git push. You can use this command git push minus u origin main. After which you can simply use git push to update your commands on that. It won't create any kind of issues for you.
Okay, so this two insertions means like 2 lines of code has been added.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just say you want to move out of the current repository. Let's not do that. Let's create a new file within this repository. Let's just say you want to add a new file and name it as index.html. Okay, so you created a new file and it's coming in green. What does green mean? That this file has not been added to your GitHub, okay, and hasn't even been recognized by the Git itself. And you means undefined, or more as unstacked, which means a new file that hasn't been added. So now if you want to add this particular file, what you can do is simply use git add, and it will add that particular file. Okay, so you can see that it changed to A because I haven't committed this particular file to my Git. I can just use git commit minus m and new file. So just name it as new. Okay, so you can see that the new file has been added and all those colors and hovers have been changed now. And we can just simply push because we are working on a particularly this repository only. We won't create a new one. So just git push. And yep, let's just check if it's been added to our repository or not. Yep, so you can see that a new file name index.html is added in our Git. Okay, with the same command that is out there. Okay, is this clear how to add a file and stuff to it?
Excuse me, everyone.
Yep.
Actually, while installing that Git, automatically my GitHub personal, I have two accounts. Okay, with the IIT account and one more my personal account. Okay, while installing that Git, while I am using username, it takes actually it took my personal account details. But when working in that VS Code, I got, while using that push command, I got invalid username or password. Uh,
Yep. So if you would have associated a different email or a username other than the one you're concerned with, so it will create that error. You can
okay.
just reuse to global. You can just reset the global variables by simply using the same step, which was git configure global and username and the email part. You can just change that and do it. It won't create an issue after that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else has any kind of doubts? Okay. Now, yep. So as you guys can see that it's been a mess over here. You know, a lot of commands that we have added till now. So to make it less messy, we'll just use a command which is called clear. Yep, and everything vanishes. It doesn't mean that all these steps have been reforged back. It doesn't mean that. It's just that it clears the terminal so that we can work it on a better way. Now, to see what you have committed till now, like we have made multiple commits, we have created a new file, we have added, for example, here was the text that we added, we have changed the file, we have modified it multiple times. To see what we have done till now in just a single step, we use git log. Okay, and as you can see that it tells from bottom is the first one, and then to our current position. The first one is the most latest one that we have done. Okay, so you can see that we have the name associated to it, which was the new file, which was the latest commit that we did. Then was the fifth commit. Before that was gibberish. Before that was the third commit. Now as you can see that if I do any press any button now, all these multiple things will open up. Okay, to just get out of this, just press Q. Okay, yeah, and you are back in the terminal. Okay, is that part clear? So that no issues arise while you're using Git. I hope it is clear to you guys.
Yeah, hello. I have
Yeah.
one doubt, like while you are committing changes and you are naming them as like third commit and fifth commit. So let's say if I, give the same name to a different commit, will it override it or will it show the error? Like if I give the name fifth commit second time, so what will happen in such a case?
Okay, you can just try that. Okay, that will be much more beneficial for you. It will just show you in a better way if error arises or not. Okay, just try it. Try it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, till then let me just go through all these simpler stuff till then. As you can see that if I add any stuff like I have till now, this file becomes of a different color and an icon of M appears here. So in total there are around 4 types of such cases. The first one is unstacked. What unstacked was of the new file, the green one that you saw there, this index file which was covered in green, which was the unstacked one. Let me just create a new file also so that it's much more visible to you. Style.css. Okay, and yeah, you can see that it's in green, which means a new file, and this is what we call as unstacked. Okay, what unstacked means that it hasn't been listed within the git that we have created till now. Okay, and what M means modified, that we have made changes into it. Next one is stage, which is a file ready to commit. For example, if I do this git add dot, okay, just wait a second and you can see that it changed to A. What A means here is that our file that we have created, this new file, is ready for the commit and we can commit it now easily. So I'll just commit it, git commit M and April. Okay, so you can see that this new file is committed, and let's just say this status. Yeah, our working tree is committed, nothing to say. So you can see that all these have returned to their original color and nothing has been the major issue with it. Okay, I hope this also clears the doubt if there are There are in total 4 types of these statures, which are unstacked. Okay, unstacked means you have added a new file. Modified means you have made some changes to it. Staged, which means the file is ready to be committed. Okay, and the last one is unmodified. Unmodified are this current position to it, which is their rest position. We haven't made any changes. This is what we call have unmodified, the simple white texture that are that they are appearing in. Okay. Okay, now let's just say you don't want to get yourself involved in much of the stuff of GitHub, and you just want to create a new repository within this system. Okay, with the help of this Git on your PC only, what you can do is that just create a new repo with the help of command which is called make directory, mkdir, which stands for make directory, and name of your repo. Okay, let's just give it to test2. Okay, so it creates a new repo, as you can see that test2. Oh, actually, I did a mistake. Let me just move this one. I need to just move outside before that. Yeah. So before creating a new repository, because if we want to create another folder within our Git, we can also use this simple step, which is mkdir test or whatever you want. It will create multiple folders within yourself. Let me just show you guys. Okay. There we are on repositories. And yeah, let's go to trending some and Kubernetes signatures. So yeah, as you can guys see that if we are saying a Git or a repository is like a folder, it would be able to have multiple folders within it. So as you can see that all there are multiple folders within, as well as there are files. Okay, to create these folders, you can simply use git mkdir, which stands for make directory, and then you have to use the name which you want to give to your directory. Okay, currently I don't want to make a folder within my repo. I just want to create a new repository all at once. So for that I'll use cd space dot. Okay, what it does that it makes me it moves me outside my current repository. As you can see that I was earlier in the test repository, which was this one, and now I moved to the git was this folder that I created to work on. And now I can make a new repository in mkdir, and let's just say I want to give it a name of test2. Okay, so you can see that a new repository is created over here with the name test2. And to make it official, okay, to make this repository come on your own GitHub page, what you need to just do, repositories, and yeah, just click on new and give it the name that you want to associate. Let's just say test2 is a name that you want to associate with. I don't let me just add a readme file, and let's just say gibberish. And yep, let's create a repository. So yep, you can see that a new repository is created, and with that you can just copy the link of https over here, copy it, come back to here, you'll use git remote and the new directory that you want to have. Just a second. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Just a second, guys. Let me just rejoin once. Okay, I hope my voice is clear. Okay, great. Now what you do simply used to do is, if you want to add that repository, this test to repository that you have created is git remote add origin and the name of the repository that you're associating with it. Fail not give this repository any dot git. Okay, yeah. Before that, you need to make this folder into a Git folder. Okay, what I mean is that the major difference between a normal folder and that of a Git folder, which is called a repository, is that it has save states. For example, that we have earlier, which was the commits that we have. As you can see that it keeps track of all these commits within. Okay, so this is what we call as a Git folder. A normal folder cannot have all these save states within it. So to do that, we have a simple step which is called git init. Okay, and which creates a new initialize an empty Git repository within this association of the .github name. And again, let's do git remote, and I will add origin, the repository that I want to add. As you can see that it is now added to the original repository that I created. It's just a longer step of your usual creation of this repository. I would recommend creating a repository through GitHub only, and then cloning it back to your VS Code, because it's much easier rather than just using git remote add origin, which is obviously a longer step than initializing it and then again offering it again. So it's just a more longer version of simple cloning method. I hope that is clear to you all. If you have any doubts regarding this, many of you would have a doubt or a problem when you would have pushed it. For example, when you're pushing the content on your GitHub folder, a pop-up would have arisen for your editor to log in within your particular account. I hope everyone would have done that and no one had any problem regarding that stuff. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, guys. If it would be a very good that you can just open your mic and just say yes or just type in chat. Let's make this interactive. I hope guys you're okay with that. No issues. Okay. Thank you. I will please continue.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so now let's come to the branches part that we had earlier. Okay, so to seeing how many branches, currently just hear me out. To seeing how many branches that are out there, what I mean by branches is, let's just say there are multiple developers working on a project. Okay, let's just say this is my current repository, and there is a developer that is a developer there is working, which acts as the front end developer. Another is there who works as a back end part. Okay, and if both of them currently do want to work on a project, it's not like that I can make the front end work and let the back end one stop. Okay, why would the back end keep back while the front end is progressing? Okay, so just make this stuff easier so that no one's time is wasted and everyone can carry on their separate work. Use branching. What branching is, simply, this is my current repository, it has a main branch. Okay, it gets segregated into two different parts. Okay, let me just show you how it will be easier that way. Let's just say how many branches I currently do have. Git branch. Okay, oh, I haven't created a branch. Yeah, okay, I haven't created a branch yet, so yeah, that was the issue that was coming there. And let's just say I want to create a new branch within it. I will use git check. Just before that, let me just get to a repository, cd test. Yep, now let's use git branch. Yep, now it's showing. As you can see that there is only a single branch available to us, which is the main branch. Okay, guys, just see here in the camera. Let's imagine this is my repository. Okay, this is a let's just imagine it. Let's just imagine this is my repository or the folder that I'm currently working in. Okay, there are two people. The first one is a front-end developer. The second one is a back-end developer. Okay, and let's just say both want to work on this particular repository of mine. So what I can do is that I can simply create branches. What I mean by branches is that creating a copy of my current repository for them to work on it, so that they can easily complete and later they can merge it together. Okay, so if I'm doing it, this is my repository. This is the first branch that I created. Okay, I hope it's visible to you people, and this is the second branch associated to it. As you can see that both of them are same, both of them are sketchpens, both of them are repository of the same thing. It's just that one acts as a front-end developer and can add any feature that they want, and the other one is a back-end developer. And as you can see that this structure, if I add more of these sketchpens within it, okay, you can see that it would start representing the structure of a tree. Okay, as it has a bark and has multiple branches within it. As you can see that it will start representing all these stuff. So this is what we call as a tree structure. That's why it said the working tree is clean. So this is what we call as a working tree. Okay, this is your main code, main branch. Okay, and these are the branches that come out of it, which is just the smaller copies of this on which the people can work, and later they can merge on it. Okay, they can merge on it like this. This was the older one. These are the branches, and then this is merged, and a new repository is created with all these merged code, so that it does make work easier, rather than if I would go like this, let the first one work, and then the second one comes, and then the third one comes. You can see the process is much more longer. This way it's much more shorter and less time consuming. That's why we use branching, because it saves a lot of our time. Okay, so yep, coming back to branches part. Yep, so coming back to the branches part, how do we create a branch within our Git folder? To just simply creating a Git branch, we can use Git checkout. Okay, Git checkout -b, and then the name of branch that you want to give it. Let's just say I want to give it as feature. Okay, so you can see that and switch to a new branch, feature one. And if I say Git branch, you can see that a new branch is added, which is named as feature one. And you can also switch between these branches. For example, let me just before switching, let me just do some stuff on it. Let's say I want to add p and lorem 23. Okay, you can see that text appear within it. So this is my feature one branch that I'm currently working on. Okay, you can see that it's highlighted in green. I'm currently on my feature one branch. If I switch my branch, Git, to switch my branch, I can either use checkout or I can use switch, depending on me. T-switch and to main. You can see that I switch to my main branch. And yep, Git branch. You can see that I've switched to my main branch. Okay, this was my earlier branch, which was my feature branch, and I can just check out. Okay, use git push to publish your local commits. Okay, and yep, I haven't added it, so it will, yep, let's just, before that, let me add it so it will be much more better. Git add, let me just commit it also. Before that, just move to do I switch to my feature one. Yep, it's switched. Git add and git commit -m, and let's just name it as what we call branch, or my first branch. I'll say first branch. So you can see that my first branch has been added to, and no problem is created there. Let's just push it. Well, okay, I haven't checked upstream part, so I will have to go to the long git push origin. Now git push origin main, and because we are pushing it to a new branch which is called feature, so we'll git feature Okay. What it will do is that it will create a new branch within our repository. Let me just reload it. It's the test2 one. Yep. So you can see that under feature 1 had a recent push 19 seconds ago, and as you drop it down, you can see that a new branch has appeared, which is named as feature. Okay. If I go and check the index HTML of my main branch, you can see that there is no change. As you can see that no change has occurred within it. But as I switch my branches to feature 1, let's just switch it. And now let's go to index HTML. You can see that a lorem text that I have added of 23 characters is out there. Why is it there? Because each of these branches that are out there, let's just say main or feature, are independent of each other. As I showed with these sketch, all these sketches do look similar, as they have the similar origin from the bark, but they are separate and individual on their own. Okay, so if a person works on feature 1, it won't affect the main branch, and hence later they can compare and pull together each other. Is that part clear to you guys, like the branching one? Hello? Is branching okay? Okay. Now, similarly, if you do want to delete a branch, there is a step which we have, which is a simple one, which we call as git branch -t. Okay, and then name of the branch that you do want to delete. I currently do not want to delete. For example, if I want to delete feature, I could have used feature 1, and it would be deleted within that step. Okay, it would be pushed back and uncommitted, and later we could have added it. No problem with that. Okay, currently I do not want to do that, so I won't go within that. I hope doesn't makes any issues for you guys. Okay, so this was all about branches. Okay, and after branches we come to pulling requests. Okay, now as I said that there are multiple people working on a single project. Let's just say 10 people, and you have created multiple branches for these 10 people. Let's just say there are 3 groups of people. One has to add a particular feature 1, other has to add a particular feature 2, and then comes the particular feature 3. So to add these particular 3 features, we have created 3 teams. So now if we want to merge together the feature that they have created, okay, they all would have done programming, but in the end we want all these features to be in a single code, okay, in a single application that we will later work on. So to do that, we use pull request or merge request. For simply there are 2 ways to doing that. Either you can use merge on the this git itself, or you can use the GitHub account that we have here. As you can see that as I have created the new feature, it automatically came to me as a compare and pull request. Okay, as I do click on this, okay, it will showcase maybe it's able to merge. Okay, the merging means all these branches come together to form the newer bark, or it comes to the original bark only and adds all feature that were available to different branches to the bark itself. Okay, I'll create pull request. Okay. As you can see that no conflicts with the base branch arises. What this statement means is that, for example, let's just go back and switch to our main branch. Okay, as you can see that as I switch to my main branch, all the lorem content that was there is now gone. Okay, let me just do this one. I'll just show you what happens next. Confirm merge. Yeah, it's been merged. So you can see that this was a simple step to merge. Let's get back and get to know a little bit more about it. Okay, so as I said that there was a particular highlight on that particular page of pulling request that claims no conflicts arise. Okay, while merging these two contents, what it simply means is that, for example, when we were on our feature one, let me just show you guys again. Okay, switch feature one. As you can see that there was a content named P and it had a lorem 23 content, and our main branch was empty on that step. Okay, if I now add, let's just say, a new step with lorem 55. Okay, I've added a new step to it. Let's add it also. I haven't added it yet. I've just git add and now git commit. Let's just say pull request. Yeah, it's done. So you can see that it's been it has been added to the current version of mine. And now if I merge together these stuff, before merging, let's say I want to see what's the difference between these two branches of mine. The main branch has more lorem content than the feature one branch. Okay, so to see these differences that occur between them, we simply use git diff. Okay, and then the name of the branch. We were currently on main branch, so I'll go for feature. Okay, as you can see that I'm currently working in my main branch. Okay, after diff, you want to name the branch to which you want to compare with. I only have a single branch which is feature one, so I'll add that name which is feature one, git difference feature one, which is the other branch we are currently in. And as I click on it, okay, so here it shows me the issue, what's happening in my feature branch. There is a lorem text and it shows in red, which is this. Okay, this is what we call as a conflict that arises within this is what is the conflict that the GitHub was talking about, that no conflict arised because the main branch was empty at that step and nothing was there. But now when I added a new stuff, which is this part, it changed everything. The feature branch already has this text over there, which within the paragraph tag, as well as the main branch also has a particular text encoded within the paragraph also. Okay, so to which one to choose out of this? For example, Git or GitHub cannot decide which of these codes are correct. If out of these two, if it wasn't an index file, let's just say it was a Python file, and you change these steps, a particular feature has a different step on the same number of line. Let's just say on the eighth line, the step was, let's say, a is equal to 25 for feature one, and for the main branch, the eighth step was a is equal to 30. So which one of these were correct, or which one of these was to be chosen as the final result? Git or GitHub cannot decide that, and for doing that, we have to do that manually. For choosing that, we have to do it manually. So how to do it is simply, before we can easily check the difference by using git difference, and to exit it, you can just press Q button. Okay, you will be have a hangover here, so just click Q button and you will just move out of a directory. No issue about it. Yep. Coming back to pulling requests or merging these branches together, where the issue has been arises or there is a conflict, we can simply use git merge, and we are currently in the main branch and we want to merge it with the other branch, with this feature. And as I click on it, you can see it's been highlighted. Okay, let me just make it a little bit smaller. Yep, as you guys can see that it's been highlighted. This is the content of my main branch. Okay, this green one, this is the content of my feature branch. Okay, the feature one branch, and I have to choose between these two. We have already given some option, accept current change. What is the current change? That is this version. This is the main version will be accepted, and this the below version will not. Its name is at the incoming changes. Okay, this one's name is the current change. Accept current change, only this one will come, not this one. If we accept the incoming change, which is of the feature 2, this current change will vanish. We can either accept both also, okay, or we can compare changes. We can also use a resolve in merge editor. Okay, resolve in merge editor. You can just simply click on it, and you can see that it will show us the differences that is going on. Okay, this is a lorem from our feature one. Okay, you can also see the name over here. Let me just zoom it. Yep, I hope this is visible to you people. There is a name origin of feature one, and this is of main version. Now you can guys just check it over your own devices. It would be easier for you people. Okay, so you can just compare over here which one you want to keep or which one you don't want to keep. Okay, I'll just move out of this editor. Okay, I didn't resolve this. Let's just complete the resolution, complete with conflicts. And do not ask me again, close with conflicts. So you can see that all these conflicts are there. And as I did engage with the conflicts, and I didn't continue to choose a particular way to resolve it. Okay, so either I can continue with the main feature branch, and as I click on continue, okay, it will pull a new request. You can see that what's happening over here. Okay, it beautifully describes all these steps that you have taken here. For example, this was the new step that you took till now, and all these steps where the main issue arise, which was insertion of one and deletion of the other. Okay, so you can sync in 4 changes that happened. Okay, the main. So you can guys see that it simply change all the content, or as I said earlier, you could have chosen which you want to keep by without opening the editor, which came as the you want to keep the current change, or you want to keep the incoming change, or you do want to keep both changes. That the option hovered over here, which you could have clicked easily, and leave both of the changes. Okay, don't leave both of the changes. Since we had a conflict over here, we have left both of the changes. Okay, as you can see that none of the para has appeared, we have left both of the changes. Okay, I hope this merging part is clear, because I do get it a little bit difficult for people to understand. Hello, is it clear, or should I go over it again? Okay, okay. Okay, yeah. So let's just again see till now what we have done. Let me just clear all the stuff, and let's just check till now what we have done. So checking what we have done till now, we simply use git log. You can see all the logs that are available here, all, all the changes that we have done till now. Okay, these are all the changes that we have done till now. What if we want to delete a particular change? For example, we have made a mistake and committed it and even pushed it further. Okay, so what if I want to make it pushed back again? So what I can do is that simply take this hash. Hash means this commit title. For example, this is the hash for my folder. Okay, so this is the hash for my this particular commit. Okay, it's a main branch, and this was feature one. This is the pull request, then merge pull request, this is skipping, and so on particular branches. Let's just say I want to delete which part. Okay, I'll just take this one and let's just copy it. Yep, and to remove that particular step, what we do is git reset and use hash. Okay, and if we check git log, all that features that were happened before that particular main feature have left. Okay, have been deleted out of it. Okay, you can only see the main merge feature. Before that, the skipping feature out there have been deleted permanently. Okay, and if you want to reset it so that you particularly removes it from your editor also, you can use git reset minus minus hard. Okay, the earlier reset or the earlier deletion that we did was called git reset soft, or you can use soft or not, that depends upon you. Git reset is fair enough, and after that you can use the hash that you want to delete it. For example, let's just say, let me delete the latest one only, and git reset minus minus hard, and so head is now at C branch main. So it will already tell you ki aapke which of the last commit you are being transferred to. Okay, let's just add a new line or a new comment, and we'll just move it out. For example, in a particular branch, this be lorem 20, and let's just check the log. Okay, now before that I need to add it. Git add, and let's just commit it. Git commit, and let's just say 11th commit. Okay, and you can check the git status of us also. Okay, nothing to commit, working tree is clean, and then we go to git log. Okay, let me just extend it a little bit. I've done a lot of commits. Okay, so this was the latest commit that we did. Okay, now it's the merge branch, main branch, feature one, main, pull request, merge, pull request, skipping, pull request to one. It's difficult to navigate. Let me just, what I'll do is that I'll just do it in a new folder or that. Or let's just keep it in. Okay, cd test. I'm going to cd test. Yep, git log. This was the 11th commit. Okay, we got it here. So this is the hash for our 11th commit. Okay, hash for our 11th commit, which was this part. When we added this part, I named it as 11th commit, and let's just skip it. I'll skip it, and git. If I want to remove it, I'll say reset. And if I simply do head, one, it will remove the latest comment that happened to it. Okay, I haven't added this change to it. If I would add this, would vanish. Okay, this particular part will vanish. Let me just show you guys. Git add and git commit minus m deletion. Okay, and let's just push it also. Git push version main. Okay, all these particular parts in batting. Let me just open this feature to show you people. Yeah. So let's open. I'm on the main branch. Let me open this index HTML file. You can see that the earlier lorem is available to us. Shit, man, again. Just a second, guys. It's just a second.
Hello guys, am I audible? Can anyone just speak? Hello.
Yes, audible.
Yes, so you guys are getting everything. Any issue till now? It's been like 1.5 hours. So can anyone just tell me how's it going? You're learning something? Is there any doubt? Like anyone, There's too many people. Ankit, Amit, Aditya, anyone can just please. We're getting everything. Okay, one left already. So no issues. Yep, if you want, you can just tell us. Otherwise, yep, Aviral, please continue.
Okay. Now I hope the last part was clear to you people, removing this lorem stuff. Okay. And yep, I haven't hard pushed it, so it isn't gone from the editor. If I do want to delete this part also, which is in the editor, I'll use git reset minus hard and the name of the hash. Okay. And yep, it has been downvoted, but I think my editor is working a little bit slow. As you can see that this icon has appeared over here. Okay, but it's not moving. Just maybe an issue with the editor. Okay. Yep. Let's not just get fabled over that. Let's move on ahead, because this icon has come down, which confirms that it has been deleted, but it hasn't moved on. I think so. There's an issue with the editor. Yeah. So yeah, we have seen that how to remove a particular commit from when we have pushed it further. And what if we just want to commit a particular change, and then let's just say if we added a new file. For example, let's just add a new file. Why add? Just use style.css. Let's just use that. Okay, if I do want to remove this style.css, no, actually style.css has been pushed further, so it cannot be deleted from the system. I'll need to commit a file. So let me just create another one. Let's just say script.js. Okay, so I've created a new file, script.js. Okay, and as you can see that I haven't saved it, so it is coming under U, which means unstacked. So I'll just add it. Okay, and if let's just say you created a file named script.js and you added it by mistake. Okay, you didn't want it to do it, you just added it by mistake. So what you can do simply is that use git reset, okay, and the name of that particular file, script.js. Okay, with this step this particular file will be deleted. As you can see that it again became U. Okay, U means the file hasn't been added. Okay, before that it became A. Let me just show you again. If I add git add dot, okay, just wait a second, and yeah, you can see that it became A. Just yeah, as you can see that it is A currently, and as I do git reset script.js, just wait a second. Yep, as you can see that it again became U. U means unstacked. That is the file hasn't been added. So in this way you can delete a particular file that you added by mistake. Okay, as well as I have taught you about how to delete a particular committed one using the stash one. Okay, like this, git reset hard and using the particular hashtag or hash that we call as. For example, there are multiple hash. Let's just say 11th commit, and you want to delete the 11th commit. You want to unsave that particular part, or you want to remove anything that happened till that part. So you can just simply use git reset and yep, hard push that. What hard stands for is that it will delete all these data from your editor too. For example, if you just use git reset and the particular hash, it will only delete that from the remote server, not from your local server. But if you use minus hard, it will delete that from your local server's editor as well as from the remote server. Okay, I hope this polling part was clear to you guys. Hello. Okay, so moving to the last topic that we have out there is the stash. Okay, let's just
Aviral, sorry.
Yep.
Is everyone here or not? Just Is Aviral audible to you guys or not? Can you
Yes,
just
yes, sir, is audible.
Yes,
to rest
audible.
of the people? Okay. Please,
Yeah.
Ananya,
Other than
Akash,
that,
just
if you
always try,
guys,
please, if Aviral is asking something, just give a reaction or like open your mic like you did now. Just a small request from our side. That's all. And please cater this. I hope that's okay with you guys. Please, let's make this interactive. It feels
Oh,
good to the instructor too. Thank you for this, guys. Please continue. Aviral.
before that, if anyone has any kind of doubt, they can just go ahead.
no. Sir.
Okay, okay, no issue. Okay, so let's just move to the last topic of the day, which is stash. Okay, let's just say uh, we have current branches. Let's just check our current branch. We have two branches, which is feature and main one and main. Let's just say I'm working on the main branch, and my friend, which is a backend developer, is working on feature one, which is the other branch that we have out there. Now, let's just go to index. It's still not deleted. Don't know why -m is coming down there, but it's not getting deleted. What's the issue? Okay, let's just delete it. And let's just say I'm working on this particular main branch only and created an h1 heading and named it as stash. Okay, and yep, I'm working on p2 lorem 11. Yeah. Okay. So as you guys can see that I'm currently working on my main branch, and let's just say if this was not as simple as an HTML code, let's just say it was some complex level machine learning program. Okay. And I'm not very sure if I do want to add this particular code that I have written to my repository or not. Okay. And yep, and my friend who's working on the feature one branch calls me to, let's just say, have created a good amount of database out there, and he just wants me to check if everything is all right or not. If I currently try to switch between these branches, okay, if I just check out, and yep, let's just say a feature, okay, you can see that an error arises here, which is your local changes to the following files would be overwritten by checkout index. Please commit your changes or stash them before you switch branches. Aborting. Okay, so what does it means is that I haven't currently saved whatever I have done over. Okay, all these changes that I have made till now, I haven't even done a single thing over them. Let's just say I haven't saved it till now. And if I switch branches from main to I walk over to feature one, all these changes, these unsaved changes will be aborted, that is deleted. To stop all this stuff from happening, we use stash. Okay, we use git and use stash, and all these work that was earlier there was saved. And as you can see that I have switched to my new repository, sorry, new branch, which is git branch. Just clear it because it's getting messy. Okay, git branch. Okay, 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 it switched back to the earlier state. No problem, let me just switch to git switch feature. Yeah, as you can see that as I switch to feature 2, that error didn't arise. So what stash does is that it saves whatever I have done on that. Let's just say whatever program that I have created over there, it saves it to a particular corner of this file that I'm currently working on, and I can recall it later on. This is what simply stash does to us. Okay, and that was all about today's lecture. That was stash. And you have just one more thing, which is what we call as a revert. Okay, I've recently talked about reset command, which is out there. What reset simply does is that it helps you delete any commit or any addition or any push that you have made by mistake, or even a particular file that you have done by mistake. What revert helps you is that, let me just show you again. Yeah, camera. Okay. Yeah, I'm back with the sketches. So let's just say these are the particular commits. These are not branches anymore. These are particular commits or the save states that we have earlier. Let's just say this is commit number 1 that I did. Then comes black, which is commit number 2, and then comes this indigo, which is commit number 3. Okay. So what happens when I reset is that if all these commits were like joined like this from head to tail part, let's just join it. And like this, it was like this, all these changes. I know it's not very well visible. Yep. As you guys can see that I've added to head to tail, and all these commits are being added in such a similar way. Okay, these are all three. These are commits over there. So what reset simply does is that if I say reset my second commit, okay, the black one was second of my commit. Okay, now if I delete the second commit, what happens is that anything after that is also deleted. Okay, let's just say this was my initial one, this was my final one, and this was my second one. So as I reset this second one, this third one commit is also neglected, and what we are left with is the first one. Now to not let this happen, what we simply do is that we use a revert. What revert does is that they just again draw this. We are using head to tail. Okay, this is commit 1, commit 2, and this one is commit 3. We have added 2 head to tail. Okay, so what simply revert does is that it reverses this error. Okay, let's just say this is the second, third one, and if this is the wrong way, if this is like we are using head to tail method to join them, and head to head is the wrong way to join. Okay, and let's just say second and third one are being committed from head to head method. To revert these changes, to make these changes so that the third one doesn't get out. If you use reset, the third one will vanish, obviously. So to stop this from happening, we use what we call as revert, and in that we make changes in the earlier present commit. So what we do is that we just copy this. Okay, so you will just do revert step. It will automatically copy it, and it will just use this another one. Let's just take a different color. Yep, this is the another commit, which is the reverse of this commit, the second one. Let's just say if this was added from head to head, this new commit will be added from head to tail. Okay, you can see that. This is the third commit, and this is the reverted commit. It will be added from head to tail. This is what we call as a revert step. It simply reverses the steps so that all the errors that occurred because of the second commit are reverted and are being abolished. Okay, so that no particular error arises further. Okay, it simply does that. It's better than reset because in reset all your data after that particular reset, let's say you did first commit, then second, then third commit, then all the second and the third commits data will be deleted. But if you use reset, your particular data won't be deleted. That's why revert, your particular data won't be deleted. A new reverted file would be created, which eventually would be really helpful for you guys. That's why we use revert. Okay, this was all about it, and yep, that is all about today's GitHub lecture. I hope I have completed most of the steps from the basic point of view. There are multiple steps in GitHub as well as more steps. I will provide the repository to you guys so that you can check it on later. There is also what we call as GitHub tutorial version on which you can learn these multiple commands way easier. And yep, they are like just you see them and you apply it. They are just the equivalent of HTML in coding universe, as GitHub really helps us with whenever you apply for a company, you do provide your GitHub link in the resume so that whatever projects that you have done, you have uploaded to GitHub, and you can show that to the company so that it's easier for the selection process and CV process. So that's why we use GitHub, and all these commands are like equivalent to the HTML of coding universe. Okay, I hope everything is clear, and if you have any kind of doubts, you can ask guys. Please go ahead.
Yeah, before that, just I want to share